You remember the Eagles song, There's a New Kid in Town? Well, there is a new kid in town, especially when it comes to AI. BARD is here. I didn't make up the name. It's the new AI writing tool from Google. I was fortunate enough to get early access, so I thought, hey, let's kind of give it a test run and see how it is. So I'm going to share my screen and let's check out the new AI tool from Google, BARD. Now, by the way, if you're wondering, well, why didn't I get an invite? I don't know. I can't speak for you and Google, but I just got an email the other day that said, hey, would you like early access? And I said, sure. So just be on the lookout if you're interested. This is it. I'm your creative and helpful collaborator. I have limitations and won't always get it right. Well, what AI does. Let's say, how did you get your name, BARD? And let's just see. I'm also curious to see how fast it is. I got my name BARD from the word meaning poet, as in the Bard of Avon, William Shakespeare. Well, I didn't know that. In reference to my linguistic capabilities, the word BARD is also associated with music and storytelling. Okay, interesting. All right, so now let's get down to the nitty gritty. Tell me how you compare. Compare. Hello, if I can type, to Chat GPT. This should be interesting. It's probably like asking Spotify how it compares to Apple Music. All right, there we go. ChatGPT and I are both language models, but we have some key differences. All right, right here, ChatGPT is trained on data set of text and code, while I'm trained on massive data set of text and code, including books, articles, code, and more. This means I have access to a wider range of information. So I'm not going to pretend to know what all that AI techno googly gloop meant, but it's my understanding that any AI is partial scraping the web, as I call it, and also input. So it's going to be interesting that they're saying that it's pulling from books and stuff like that. But anyway, let's play with it some more. Give me 5 YouTube video ideas about using AI for YouTubers. I do like the little icon there. It's kind of in the Google colors. All right, so sure, here are 5 video ideas. How to use AI to create better video titles and descriptions. Okay. How to use AI to generate video ideas. How to use AI to improve your video editing. So for example, and it goes on to give a little bit more information, AI can be used to automatically identify and correct mistakes in your video, such as mispronunciations and grammatical errors. This can help you to improve the quality of your videos without having to spend hours manually editing them. How about this? Give me 5 titles for hello, I can't type, to video about AI editing tools. Now I'm interested to see, especially since, this is YouTube's owned by Google, and Google's come up with BARD, what it's going to do. And then I'm going to show you something that I don't know if you notice here in a minute. So here are 5 titles for a YouTube video about AI editing tools. 5 AI editing tools that will change your life. How to use AI to edit videos like a pro, the best AI editing tools for beginners, the future video editing, and tools that will save you time. First off, what I thought was kind of interesting about this is the 5 titles were very different, I think. Like they mentioned beginners in there, and that will change your life. So there's a little emotion in there. It's like, well, I need to know about that. That'll save you time. And I think this is interesting because, again, if we think about that, Google owns YouTube, and YouTube is part search engine. Actually, it's second search engine, but at the same time, you also want to be in, recommended and suggested. I think this is interesting that they gave 5 different titles, very different. I think any of those could work, and it's for a YouTube video as well. So I don't know, this could be kind of cool. So I want to try a couple more things. Okay, so now I'm going to ask it this question. Can you change a video on YouTube? And the reason is because this is a video I've done that's doing actually pretty good on YouTube, that actually shows up very high, like the first position in Google. So I'm curious to see what it's going to show me and tell me. And then I want to show you one little feature on here that I don't know, is kind of different, interesting. So let's see what it does. Yes, you can change a video on YouTube. You can edit the title, description, tags, and privacy setting of your video, which is true. You can also trim or cut the video, add cards, and change the video's layout. However, you cannot replace a video with a new one. Did you notice this right here? Now, again, you can vote up or down, bad response, good response. And I think this is about training it. But notice this. So let's go to related searches. It does this. So it's taking me to Google, which is interesting. But do you see this right here? This is my video. So notice the name of the video is Can You Replace a YouTube Video? So it's interesting that it has that feature that it takes me back to, so here's my prompt right here. I hit Google and then it will jump you to a search, which is kind of interesting, but there's my video. So I gotta say, that's kind of cool. So there's the first look, the first impressions of BARD from Google. I'd give it a new name, but they didn't ask me. So I'd love to hear your questions and comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Keep creating. The world needs you. See you next time.
Do what you want to do.